It's Thursday, therefore it must be Homebrew Wednesday time. Hey brew tubers, I hope that you're all well. This is Peanut from the Peanut Brewery. On a Thursday, not on a Wednesday. Unfortunately, we had a really busy night last night, which was good, but at the same time, work comes first. Anyway, to start with, this is the world famous now Porta Potty brew. And the last time I had one of these was was when I was down in Devon. Anybody in Devon? I love Devon. So let's have a little look, a bit of a pour for you. Ooh, lively, lively, lively. So while I do this, what are we going to talk about today? Well, first of all, a thank you for everybody's replies about kegging and bottling. There was one tip that I absolutely adored. Do you know what? This image is really dark from on here, so I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to come back. So what are we going to talk about today? Is this a better image? I think it is. I think I've got a bit of a beard coming on. I promise you I'm not going into competition with Jonah. Anyway, first of all I wanted to say thank you to everybody that helped me out with my question about kegging and bottling. I don't know that my problem is resolved. I've been looking at corny kegs online and stuff like that, so there's, as you know, there's some money involved in that. I think what I might do next is I might look at seeing if I can get my carving right. I haven't got it to hand, but somebody below in the comments talked about using a syringe to get your solution into every bottle. And then I saw Mr. Chubby on Shadow Beast Brewery. If you've not seen him, go see him. And his lovely wife, who has the most amazing voice. Anyway, big shout out. And using a 5mm syringe to syringe your solution into every bottle. I suppose it's a bit like the pre-measured Cooper's sugar pills that you can put in, but you do it with your own solution, which I quite like. So we're going to give that a go. I'm going to show you a little bit of a clip. You've all seen me brewing before now, so that's not actually of much interest to most people. But I made a little tweak on the way that I was decanting the wort out of the porta potties. So have a little look at this. We'll go that way. This is the Timothy Taylor. The first of the batch has gone in, and we're batch sparging. What I was conscious of was that the tap is either on or off. As you can see, I can't stand here holding it. So what I thought I would try and do is actually slow down the flow with a bulldog clip. Just to see if we can get it just a little bit slower. So this is first runnings. It's just going through now, and we'll have a look at it again in about 5-10 minutes. See you in a bit. I'm not sure if you can see this very well, but now with the bulldog clip on, the run is very, very much slower. I mean, it's not so slow it's not doing anything, but it really slowed it down. Because I was reading, there seems to be a lot of contention about whether or not your running should come out really quickly when you're batch sparging or slightly slower. So I thought I'd go for a happy in between. Okay, so I've nicked somebody else's idea, and I can't remember who told us, but they're my 2 hop additions. And I was at the shop, so I was down at the pound shop, And I had 3 pairs of tights for £1, so I'm going to use a pair of tights. I boiled them first, and now I've just stuffed them full of my first editions. Here we are, Timothy Taylor coming to the boil. Should be good. Ooh, hot break. Yes. This one, not so much. Well, that's the Timothy Taylor Landlords. It's in the fermenter now, going really well. I used a Nottingham Ale yeast, which I've never used before, and that was quite good. You had to rehydrate it at a slightly higher temperature at 30 degrees, and it really did get going. And it's been in the fermenter now for a couple of days. It smells very yeasty in the cupboard under the stairs. I hope that's a good sign. I think it is. So this is the porta potty. You've seen it all before. This is unchilled, so it's a little bit more lively than it should be. This is amazing stuff. It tasted awful for months, and we must now be in month 6 since I made it, and it's mellowing beautifully. Really like this. It's a good bitter. Anyway, so the Timothy Taylor, as I say, is in. I've got to do another brew, I think, in the next couple of weeks, and I think I'm going to try and do the Kent Reminiscing again. I might increase the hop weights at either end of the bittering and the aroma, but a lot of my friends like a really pale ale. And I kind of know what I'm doing with that one, and I can knock it out quite quickly. But then I might call on you all for a good pale ale. Now, the other thing that I need to try and work out, I've been using Beersmith a lot, and the Timothy Taylor came with a very basic. This is the hops, this is the grain. You need to put it into your fermenter and make it work, sort of thing. And I used Beersmith to do my water volumes. And I think my water volumes are a little wrong, because I think every beer I do comes out with an ABV of like 5 to 6, and this is supposed to be slightly less. It's supposed to be just at 4.9, something like that. And I think as Norfolk Hillbilly said, it's to do with my grain to water ratio. So I'm going to do another one with Kent Reminiscing, and I'm going to try, instead of the 5 kilos of grain that I used, I'm going to try and take it down and make the whole thing slightly more watery, and see if I can get a better ABV out of it, which will be an interesting experiment, and we'll see that over the weeks as it develops. I don't know why I keep scratching my nose. Got itchy nose today. And then, as I say, I can then sort of knock back on Beersmith some of the volumes that I've got running on this, because remember, the porta potty is only it only has a small capacity. It's only 20 litres total, which includes all of your grain and everything like that, which is okay for most. I just think if you have a slightly heavier grain bill, it becomes a little bit too thick. Anyway, that's my week this week. Definitely having fun. The porta potty is really going down well. I hope that you've got a great weekend planned. I've got some friends coming over on Saturday, so I'm hoping that will get rid of the rest of the beer stock, so I've got a good excuse to start again with a couple of more brews. I wish you a really, really happy Homebrew Wednesday on a Thursday, and a great weekend. Cheers.